Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. This is going to blow your mind. Let's look at Exodus 14, verses 13 and 14. Moses answered the people, "Don't be afraid. Stand still and see what the Lord will do to save you today. You will never see these Egyptians again. The Lord is fighting for you, so be still." This is pretty weird for an opening statement, that this message is going to blow your mind. But I stand by what it says. You see, I come to you today not with a nice, warm, and fuzzy devotional. No, sir. Today we're going to talk about the power of God, the mighty power of God that you and I can experience if we are prepared to handle it. The God we're talking about is not old. He is not old-fashioned. He has not gone soft and weak. He is roaring like a lion, blazing like a bushfire, blowing like a mighty wind, and he's just raring to do something mighty in your life if you will simply embrace the truth that he is powerful, more powerful than the problems you face, the issues you deal with, the circumstances that seem impossible to overcome. So let us dive in. We are revisiting the Red Sea story. Let us be present. These nearly 2 million people left Egypt in the greatest act of liberation of slaves the world has ever seen. Their slave masters, the Egyptians, had to bow to the power of God, and after a convincing demonstration of who is the boss, the ruler of the country called Moses and ordered him to take these slaves, these people who had such a powerful God, and leave my country. They did. But in every victory walk, there is danger up ahead. While you are enjoying the blessings of God, know that there is an obstacle of gigantic proportion ahead of you, waiting to deflate you, waiting to crush your spirit, and to cause you to wish you had not stepped out towards success. Their GPS led them to the Red Sea. This is a problem, they thought. But as if that were not a big enough problem, there was something coming in their direction, and it seems to be coming at a rapid pace. They saw a familiar sight, the chariots of Egypt, and they were many. Oh no. Here they are on a journey to the promised land, to a promised destination where they will live as freed people and enjoy life. You know what I'm talking about. You have left your life of poverty and struggles, and as you draw closer and closer to what you feel is yours, something rises up to threaten it. These people did what you are doing. They realized they have no way to turn, and so they did the only thing they could do. They panicked. They cried out to God and they cursed Moses. "Did you bring us out into the desert to die because there were no graves in Egypt? Look what you've done by bringing us out of Egypt. Didn't we tell you in Egypt, leave us alone, let us go on serving the Egyptians? It would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the desert." Moses was a friend of God. Moses had become familiar with God and his miraculous acts. Moses doesn't ever know what God is about to do, but Moses has learned to trust God. Your relationship and your knowledge of God can lead you to do the faith thing when you are facing gigantic crises. This is not the time for the child of God to panic. No, this is not the time to worry and lose sleep. This is the time to speak your faith. Moses turned to the people and he said, "Do not panic. You are about to see something that will blow your mind. I know you're between a rock and a hard place. We don't have any ships to cross the river, this river that stands between our horrible past and our promised future. The Red Sea is not a prevention, my friend. It is a pathway to victory. Oh, and these Egyptians coming after us, they represent our past, our struggles, our pain, our dark side. They are coming to pull us back to where we are coming from, back to the former ugly life. But we ain't going back. Oh no. These Egyptians you see coming at us today, you will never see them again. God is on your side and he's fighting for you. My friend, did you hear that? Yes, I'm talking to you. And I know this doesn't make any sense when the obstacle is in front of you, blocking your path to success. And you're right there and believe that God will deliver you from your past failures and struggles and whatever it is that seems to be threatening. Moses did not call a prayer meeting. Ain't got no time for that. Moses got a simple instruction. That thing in your hand, Moses, that faith that you have, use it. Stretch your rod across the water and it will divide, and you guys will go forward on dry land. God is saying to you, my friend, activate your faith. Give him the go ahead to do the impossible. Moses did not hesitate because that would suggest doubt. If God says it, simply do it. That night, 2 million people walked through the dried seabed and moved closer to their destiny. The Egyptian army tried to follow, and God messed them up real badly. Wheels fell off, some wheels got stuck. By around 5 in the morning, the Egyptians were in deep trouble. The waters came back together and destroyed them right there in the spot that belonged to the sea. At the dawn of day, the Hebrews people who were panicking yesterday evening. They were ecstatic. God did it for them. What he did blew their mind. Did you know that God keeps his promise? My friend, I close with this statement. You are going through some huge problems, but God is getting ready to blow your mind with victory. You simply have to trust him and see him do what he does best, the impossible.